What's going on, Nerd Mixes A Pluses? It is your boy, Mr. Nerd Mix Alpha himself, Indy Uchiha, and I'm here to bring you the review for the Flash episodes 8 and 9 out of this season 8. And I want to do these two together because I feel like these two episodes went together, and now I'm just feeling like after watching episodes 9 and 10, it's just like a 4 block crazy thing. But let's get into this, man. These two episodes are actually pretty dope. The Fire Next Time and Phantoms. I really dug them, and there's a reason that I did that. It's because I don't know why it took so long for them to actually put a story together that has something to do with Barry having to deal with uh trying to prove somebody's innocence in front of their child, which is pretty cool. Y'all remember that fire metal, the one who created the fire and stuff and all that magma? Well, he's powered up. He's working a job. He's trying to impress his son and stuff like that. And he ends up getting framed for something that he's not doing. It's a bunch of burnt corpses and stuff around. And Barry believes the guy's innocent because he doesn't understand why he's working a job, different stuff. And then it just kind of puts Barry against the other half of Team Flash because this guy has such a bad rep that nobody believes that he could actually be innocent. And they just feel like because it's the anniversary of Barry's dad's death or when he went to jail or something like that, that it was going to be Barry was just feeling emotional at the time of what was going on. So it's interesting how the plot thickens and how they go through and actually end up in the end proving my man's innocence when they find out that the flames are actually black flames, and he actually ends up helping to stop a catastrophe from happening because when he got upset, the magma from under the city started flowing, and then Barry came up with an idea to have him expel the heat and like suck all the steam or hot air or something. It was pretty interesting how they did it, but I love the fact that Barry's character would not give up in the flashbacks that came through about him and his dad and what they went through and just how they're using the past seasons and letting that develop into what's actually going on in the storyline. Really dope, really dope. I really hope that within the final season, which is just supposed to be the ninth season, that they revisit a lot more of these metas that have dealt with in the past that are still around, just so we can see where they're at and what they're doing, because this type of stuff is pretty interesting. So the kid got to see his dad as a hero and step up and do what he needs to do. Now, the very much more interesting episode was episode 9, Phantoms. Like, man, Star Labs ends up going on lockdown. Uh they find out that there's like this meta serial killer, right? And they don't really know what to search for. But it's kind of a really good start to what's going to be an incredible arc, and it feels like this arc is going to stretch at least through episode 12. Um Everything they do absolutely works. It's kind of a lot of horror elements that's going on in this. They don't know if the meta that's causing these issues is doing the murders itself or doing them remotely from where they're at. But if it just feels like there's a lot much more going on in this story and what's happening, and it just fleshes out perfectly in how this works. But this episode itself is a very Chester centric episode, and some of it works, some of it don't. It kind of comes off that this thing is feeding on people's despair, torment, anxiety and depression, and Chester think he's being haunted by the ghost of his dad. uh it feels weird because I don't think Chester is the type to believe in ghosts to start off with. And I feel like it makes his character take a step back from when he did, because he had mourned and came to grips with what was going on with his father when he started off. So having him all of a sudden just feel like crap about him not being able to save his father felt like they forgot about everything that happened in previous seasons and what was going on. But it does help to bring the story together as far as when it comes to the meta and having cold flames and figuring out what's going on with that's the part that I actually like and the part that I'm actually digging. But man, a meta that flames are so cold that it actually burns you is cool, but at times I really felt like it was poorly executed in the same way what it was going. Um, the other dope part about what happens in this, and this actually gives Iris and Sue something to do because it sends them to Coast City in search of a new meta to try to help them. You got this meta who can actually walk through walls and stuff like that. She ends up being an orphan that's looking for a mom, and you know Iris. Iris is going to try to help somebody. She wants to create the next Blur, Streak, Flash. You know what I'm saying? And she feels like she can help this person end up being able to do that. So that's what she flies to go do. But at the same time, she's dealing with whatever's going on with her time sickness, as the fact that she keeps losing time of what's going on. A couple of things I want to point out I thought was really cool. The Coast City jitters looks exactly like Central City jitters. It's even CC jitters. You know what I'm saying? Central City, Coast City, CC. They use the exact same set. I think they just changed the name of what's going on. And though these two episodes try to do something very unique and interesting, it just seems to fall flat. I feel like everything that Iris goes through needs to be done separate. Like this should be the base of what's going on in the season, but they're just playing around with other elements I feel like don't work. And I really feel like it's going to set up something bigger, like it's something that we're really trying to find out. But I think they're slow playing it, or the way that they're approaching it is wrong to start off with. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on. They end up Chester ends up turning everything around and getting like out of his funk, his depression, and understanding what was going on with the meta that was trying to attack him, and just kind of like shoos him off, gets rid of him. Was really cool because you had Flash and Killer and Frost. Flash was like vibrating in order to keep the flames from being able to get them. But man, it's looking really good. It's looking like there's a really huge plot that's shaking up, and I got an idea about what's going on. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in these next couple of episodes. The way I'm watching them is weird because I'm letting 2 episodes pass, and then I'm watching those 2, and then I'm saying, I'm watching the next 2 in blocks, because it just feels like this season is coming in blocks as far as the story goes, and I don't want to lag and just have to wait. I want to know what happens. You know what I'm saying, when it happens. So you guys let me know what you think. You put that in the comments below. We got a lot more coming for you guys. So stay tuned. Keep in touch. Understand what's going on. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know every time we drop some new content for you guys. We got a fresh new look over on Instagram, so you make sure you guys go check that out. We got all the hot news coming right for you. And don't forget to go check out the episode of Anime Assembled that we dropped, all right? So until next time, keep it A+. This has been a Nerd Mix. I am Nerd Mix Alpha Indy Uchiha, and I'll see you guys in the flash. I'm out.